G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance with Mags, and today we are finally heading up to Rattay. It's time to go and speak to Lord Radzig and explain to him how he managed to lose his sword.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Galax blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
Well, I did just explain that I am the son of the blacksmith, so...
Come on, I'm not some peasant. I'm Sir Radzig's blacksmith, and I need to speak with him.
It is my job to stop you. Now bugger off.
Well, you're a bit of a dick then. What about the sword?
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right, then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
I'm honestly surprised that worked. Anyways, welcome to Rattay, and we're starting off... Well, Radzig's in the lower castle, so this is the one with the shield on it, so he'll be in this one. All the makeshift... what are they called again? Lean-tos? I forget the name for them. But it's basically the only housing the remainders, or the survivors of Skeleton actually have left. Now, you gotta say, when you look at the walls, and you look at the castle, and you think back to Skeletons, Radzig has actually managed to upgrade in this. His loner castle here is significantly larger and significantly better defended than Skelet's ever was. Wonder if you can get to the top of that tower.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
How? The last time you guys saw me, I was standing on a wall in a castle quite safe as you guys were walking past in the rain. Anyways, I don't really want to tell you about the bandits in Skeletons, so let's go with... I want to see Sir Radzig.
I'm to speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
There's one on my left hip, you idiot.
Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Honestly, exactly how could the guard here be able to tell the difference between the sword I have on my hip and the sword that I'm supposed to deliver? Anyways, this door... my lady. Hey, we've got a medieval shitter. Not accurate. There's no pile of turds at the bottom that I can see. That must have been really cold on the arse. Could you imagine at a point where it's snowing, it's blowing a gale outside, maybe a blizzard, you're in your castle, it's the middle of winter, and you really got to take your dump and you got to hang your ass out over that? And this is looking more like a kitchen than anything else, so I think I am in the wrong spot of the castle. But yeah, thank gods for modern plumbing, because I think I'd rather crap indoors and hang my ass out over the side of the castle in a blizzard. No, downstairs is just all peasant access stuff. Should be... I think this store, it's been a while since I've been in this area, so, like from my other saves, so I think, pardon me, think we're in the, yep, this is the right one.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit.
I like this guy already.
Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Pirkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Pechstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order.
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
Crusades!
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Townburg.
Shit,
I'm
he
sorry,
heard
sir,
about that.
but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man. And your mother, she was remarkable too.
Alright, so how cucked was my
They
father?
deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Shouldn't you be fondling an altar boy?
Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
See, I
If
told you
you're
I
so
like
concerned,
this guy.
Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
Sorry,
He
Radzig,
isn't
I
a
want to
peasant,
change
father,
laws.
He's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
Oh, I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
Alright, so the little lord on the left I don't like. He's an arrogant little shit, and I'm probably going to kill that priest the second I get an opportunity to. The soldier in front seemed rather unhappy about the fact that he has to train me, but I don't know what to think of him yet. You know, a head guardsman is basically a drill instructor, so it could be just that he hates everyone. Anyways, first things first, let's... New quest, train hard, fight easy. Sir Radzig wants me to undertake training with his captain, Sir Bernard. He has a reputation for being gruff. Okay, so fair enough, he's a bit of a drill instructor, I can deal with that. I'm not sure whether or not he'll be too happy about Sir Radzig taking me, a blacksmith's son, into his service. I'm supposed to go see Captain Bernard at the training arena by the upper castle. He's usually there from mid-morning until evening, so should be about now. Alright, so this will be our opportunity to actually take a look at the town, because this is just the lower castle. Now, I don't know how realistic this castle is in comparison to its real-world counterpart. I assume from everything that the devs went through research-wise that this must be at least somewhat accurate. And if so, it is a fantastic design. The whole city's built on top of a mountain, with the walls being carved out of the mountaintop, essentially. And that is the weaponsmith. I've noticed a couple of texture loading errors today. They're not... Oh, there it goes. It's back.
Come up close and have a smell.
I'm not sure what's going on there. That's a bit unusual. And that will be the grocer talking. But yeah, wall for wall, the city is long, relatively thin, and extremely high walled, but built on top of a mountain, so those walls are even taller. And to try and get into the city, sorry mate, to try and get into the city, you've got to sort of go uphill. I think that'll be a tailor's. You know, I'm working on that, lady. I'm working on doing something about that. And apparently there's a scribe back there as well. So yeah, the walls are the walls are already high, and then there's a sharp angle to actually get to them. The funny dog leg down where the lower castle is essentially designed to create a bottleneck from any army coming up the mountain from the south. So they get caught in between two sections of thin wall where they can get pounded by arrows and get trapped and boxed up and basically slaughtered from the walls down. with the lower castle acting as a defense to prevent the walls from being taken, and the upper castle being the main defense, but you've got to get up a mountain to actually, or get an army up a mountain to be able to assault it.
And he said right away he'll take them. And how much do I want for them?
Okay, so he sold something.
I was surprised myself.
And yeah, in through the center, the entire city is, well, it's exactly that. It's a city with just about everything you could need. The whole city, if I'm perfectly honest, actually reminds me a lot of the way they tried to design the cities in the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, which is still, I think, still my favorite of the Elder Scrolls series, just because of how open it was. I would love to see Daggerfall remade with these kind of graphics, without losing any of the systems it had, because Daggerfall still had the best RPG systems of the entire Elder Scrolls series, in my opinion. And this will be our arena. Look, they've even gone to the detail of putting the pegs in around the steps to make sure that they hold together. And nobody's here. I know what'll be going on. The trainer we're waiting for was at the lower castle as well, and everybody in this game has to move at real time. They don't teleport, so he has to walk his way from the lower castle to here before we can train. So if we wait around, he shouldn't be too far away. Actually, that could be him right now. Captain Bernard.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Alright,
I'm here for
basic
training.
There's nothing I can do for you here. Come when I'm at the combat arena.
Very well, sir.
You're not going to just walk 10 feet down and... You are, aren't you?
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Ratchet.
You cock. You cock.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzig wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simple.
So I've already killed a couple of people. So I know a few things already. Let's do something a bit more advanced.
My father was a blacksmith, so I've learned a thing or two.
Fine, we'll try something more advanced then. Take care now. Very well,
Be an
then.
idea
See what you're made
to
of.
draw my sword.
Come at me and don't hold back.
Oh, shit.
Good strike.
Ow. Ow.
Oh. I'm pretty sure he just curved my blade away and just slapped me. At least I'm getting a couple of parries in here. Oh no, I'm gonna get punished now. Back off. Oh! Tip of wooden sword straight to the gut.
Fine, enough. You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master, but you have the basics. Let's try something more
that's a compliment
advanced.
at least.
When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword. Not like that! Well done.
There you go.
Ah, that's it.
Ow.
Wait a while, Henry.
Damn it. This is actually really good for milking sword and defense points. And that is the
Greetings, Sir
punts.
Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
How the hell would you know what a hammer feels like? You look like you haven't touched anything but silver cutlery your whole life.
My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you at some point. I can see that already.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you.
I sort of already know how to do this one, so you can get past your dodges quickly so I can get onto mine, and then we can go do something else. What do you say?
All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. If the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. You'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance.
You know,
well done.
for as long-winded as these advanced combat tutorials actually are,
All right.
the way they've managed to blend them directly into the storyline with this actually being an important part of the training that you would take in the storyline
Never take your eyes off your opponent.
to qualify to
See
be a
strike before
guardsman
it's even properly started.
is really well done.
Nice. Good. Well done.
You know, rather than,
And the
you know,
last
say
thing
other...
for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react. No, again. Nice.
It's basically a power attack. Hold the power on and then change the direction of the mouse right before you release the mouse button to actually execute the attack.
Very good. Well done.
There we go. That should be everything? Yes? Thank you.
Now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe it will make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice.
Oh, I plan to. In fact, as soon as I get through all of these tutorials, I plan on doing a practice montage as I go belt the crap out of everything that I possibly can for a little while, so I can actually get some decent skills up, because I'm gonna need them. But anyways, as I was saying before, I do, as long-winded as this tutorial was, I mean, this has taken about 10 minutes, I think, somewhere around there. I do like how they seamlessly blended this tutorial in. This was an important part of Henry's training, and it was linked into the storyline. So the fact that you're having a tutorial here is appropriate for where he would be as a character in the storyline at this point. It's really nicely done, whereas, you know, other RPGs, you know, you're supposed to already be a great warrior, now go into a dungeon and kill 10 rats to work out how to actually fight. Like, a lot of tutorials aren't blended well with the storyline that you're actually playing inside of an RPG, where in this one, the tutorials pop up at points where you've already done hours worth of play, but this is the point where you would actually be learning something in the context of the storyline, which is fantastic. And this will be the archery range. Now, I'm pretty sure we can come back here at any time, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get enough experience points shooting these targets to level up out of most of the archery problem.
Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks and get in position. Now
You
concentrate.
got van
Bow ain't
braces.
exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy.
Oops.
You've got two
Split
bandits
both.
coming at you from the
Alright.
distance. You shoot
So the
one in
problem
eye, drop
with
your
the
and
bow
draw your sword on the other. Emperor
is
Charles,
that
God rest him,
when you're just
encouraged his
starting,
subjects to learn archery.
Henry develops a sudden onset case of Parkinson's the second he picks it up or equips it. It's not enough that you don't actually have an indicator for where the arrow is going to go to give you an idea on where to aim, although that didn't look too bad to me. The problem is the bow sways around all over the place, and for a game that was fairly trying to promote its own realism, as real as an RPG as you can at least make on PC, I've actually done a little archery, and it's not like this. It's not like this at all. Now, with enough training, Henry's Parkinson's does improve, and with better equipment, it does get better as well, but it's still got this odd rock that shouldn't be there the whole way through. It's probably my least favourite example of an archery system in a game.
I didn't imagine a village yokel like you would have much skill, but you failed to meet even my low expectations.
Oh, come on, drill instructor, you can do better than that.
Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other cowardly peasant.
So did you
After all,
willingly
we've
stick
done it
that stick
before.
up your ass, or did you
What
get
did
the
you
priest
say?
to do it while you were an altar boy?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
And Henry's out with the
Really,
sick
Doug, you go to
burns
the
and
stocks for that.
the stocks for that?
What? If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well,
Anytime.
very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I have enough.
Good, then let's get to it.
Oh boy, an archery contest. Well, this should be fun. Alright. Actually, that wasn't a bad shot. That was not such a good shot. Well, I'm 4-4 and we're on 5, so I'm doing better at this point. And that one went straight over the top without hitting, so second miss. All right in the bullseye. 2 arrows left and I'm on 8. That wasn't particularly good. 9 to 4 with 1 arrow. He can't beat me as... Actually, even if I miss, he can't beat me. 14 to 4.
Well,
Eat a dick, your highness.
I didn't expect that. Probably just wasn't your day, sir.
I
Oh,
told
don't
you
suck
I
up
have
to
a
him.
heavy hand. Ever since I fell off that horse
Yeah,
during the last hunt.
excuses,
What are you
excuses.
grinning about, boy? I think you owe me a little payback.
What am I grinning about?
How about a
You just
sword
got
fight
bet in
in the
archery
arena?
by a peasant
If
with
you like.
Parkinson's.
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent. Then let's go.
Alright, so as much as this guy is a silver spoon-fed punce with the stick so far up his ass that he can't look down, but he's also supposed to be a trained nobleman who has basically spent his entire life since he was old enough to be able to hold a sword, learning how to use one.
Come over here.
So he's better than I am. Ow.
Fucking.
Alright, that was a good exchange. I got him then.
Come on then.
Oh, 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 missed the block, missed the block. Alright. Oh, you got me on the return. Wasn't quite quick enough with the block. Oof. Ow! Alright, we're playing steel for steel here, too. Alright, come on. Take advantage of it, and he's got us. Oof. Let me get his stamina back up. Just hang on.
What's
I'm
the
getting
matter?
there.
Lost your balls?
Oh, alright, that was totally worth it. Hey, oh, whoa. Keep it on the target, please. I'm just not quite quick enough with the blocks. And I have a feeling I'm losing stamina a lot faster than he is in these attacks too. Which is mostly handled by perks. Alright, point in agility, that is nice. Block. Come on, can't get through his defense. Block. Oof. Yep, messed that one up.
Fucker! Had enough?
Damn it, I want to smack him in the face with the heel of the sword again. That was nice. Now you'll notice, unlike when we did the training, another sword, this is actually with actual, damn it, with actual swords.
Not a good move.
So we are actually taking injuries here. Oh shit, get back onto him. And our gear is going to take damage. Shit. Block. I can't. Any steps. He's gone Super Saiyan with his defense here. I just cannot get his blocks now.
God damn! No more fooling around.
Oh, that was one. Ow. That's all of my stamina gone.
Take that!
Point in strength. Keeps unlocking from the damn target too, which is giving me the shits. I've got bugger all the way of stamina left now.
This will be easy.
I don't know, I'm still standing, you dick.
Fuck. Fuck it.
Come on. Ow. No. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen eventually.
Well, we're even then. It looks like I get to keep my bow and you your groschen. I suppose I should give you credit for taking on my challenge, despite your limitations.
Thank you.
I don't know. My limitations appear to have messed
Godspeed,
up your pretty
Blacksmith.
face, Punce.
And don't worry, this isn't the last time we'll meet. We'll have more fun like this again soon.
Oh, I count on it. Except next time I'm going to have done my little training montage, and so I plan on handing your ass to you.
Don't fret about it, lad. Lord Capon is a good swordsman, and if by some fluke you actually won, well, you might not take it so well.
I
Now,
don't really
go to
care.
the
I'm going to kill
roundhouse.
him.
The bailiff's waiting for you there.
He's
Right,
made my
Captain.
list. I play my RPGs like I'm Arya Stark, so I have a list. He's on it. I'm going to kill him if he's killable. And I think everybody in this game's killable, so I don't think that should be a problem. Anyways, at this point, we need to head back into town and have a chat to the bailiff about actually joining the guard. Alright, so there's no lockpicking on this door, so this hopefully will be the place. Should probably shut the door. Alright, so I'm not sure if this is the bailiffs or the scribes. Bailiff. Beautiful. We're at the right spot.
My respects to you.
Yeah, join the bailiff's service.
I'm to put myself under the bailiff's command.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed.
Yes.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately. I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
Why would they listen to me? Better look after us better. Yeah, you can rely
You
on
can
me.
count on me, bailiff.
You're certainly bold. I like that. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
Sir Hans challenged me in hand-to-hand combat. The captain does not like me. I never broke a sweat. It was quite an ordeal. I don't like any of these answers. They all... I mean, Sir Hans challenged me to a hand-to-hand combat. Well, it wasn't hand-to-hand, it was a duel, but that just sounds like I'm complaining about him. The captain does not like me. Sounds like I'm complaining. I never broke a sweat. Sounds arrogant. It was quite an ordeal. Makes me sound weak. I suppose the captain doesn't like me is the most honest.
Yes, I have. And I don't think the good captain took much of a liking to me.
Well, he's a man of choleric temperament. But the fact that Sir Radzig has taken you into his retinue is very unusual. A lot of people are talking about you.
Well, that's just wonderful.
Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, bailiff.
Yeah, just looking at the condition of my own gear after that duel. Yes, I most certainly do. Between the bloods and the rips.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Young Sir Hans is our governor, but Sir Hanush is his guardian till he comes of age. That's not a day I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, the bailiff thinks he's a twat as well.
What's life like in Ratai?
This is a manorial town, and our lord hasn't got himself tangled up in affairs of state, so it's peaceful here.
Well, that's good.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
I know they got nowhere to go. Skalitz is a pile of ashes, and the countryside ain't safe, but they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers, and not a one of them appreciates the sacrifices we
Put 'em
made
to work
for them.
expanding the city.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Everywhere they go, they pillage, rape, and slaughter. Or so the tales have it. Of course,
No,
all
that's about
armies do
accurate.
that, but them barbarians take pleasure in it.
Now, learning to read is something that I've got to do.
I want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Ujits. He could teach you.
Alright, so Ujits is a place I'm going to have to go to actually learn to read as well, which will most certainly be useful in my future endeavours. Anyways, my gear is absolutely trash. So the first place we're going to be going is up to the armory, which I think is about halfway up the city, if I remember correctly. And yeah, we're going to go and see if we can get ourselves some new gear, because the gear we got from Talmberg is knackered at this point. Apothecary. Alright, so what have we got here? Yeah, if I'm going to look at my gear. Stained blood and torn to pieces. That's the yeah, the Waffen-Rock is knackered. Looks like my gloves aren't much better, to be honest, and my leather jerkin is knackered as well. To be fair, the leather jerkin wasn't great to begin with. I stole it from one of the thieves I killed on the way back to Skelet's. Light pattern armor's gone. But yeah, the rest of this stuff is pretty toasted. That's having a duel with steel rather than wood. Alright, so, new quest, keeping the peace. In order to become Sir Rodzig's man, to enter the service of the Bailiff of Rattay, he wants me to serve a sentry duty with Nightingale the Watchman. And yeah, we want to go and pick up the gear, which is here. Alright, so that's where we go next. Slightly more impressive than the armory in Talmberg. Alright. So the quest wanted us to go into the lower room. So I take it this is the lower room. Sorry. Could you two get any closer? Seriously, get a room. Not this one. I'm going to be in here. And I guess we're chatting to you.
I was told to pick up a kit here.
Name?
Henry.
And? In fealty too?
Sir Radzig Cobbler.
Yes, I've got you. Well, come on in then. Make yourself at home. Henry. If my memory serves me, you're entitled to a helmet, a gambeson, and a club.
That's all.
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I mean
I'm sorry, you're not my type.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
Some stuff with some Rattay markings would be nice, though. Alright, so, this is our new helm. Looks like we're not getting a replacement Waffen-Rock, so we're going to have to work out that for ourselves. We're going to have to get a new jerkin. So the padded coif is swapped over. We've still got the van braces, which are actually pretty good in comparison to what we had. So, that's it. Well, I suppose once we find ourselves a thingy of water, we can at the very least wash the blood and the mud and the crap off our gear, so we'll be reasonably clean. But we're going to have to take some time and see if we can find somebody to either mend these or find us some replacements. Now, that's a bludgeon. That's what we've been given. Now, I don't think I've actually got enough skill to use needle yet, so we'll equip shard. Shield will do, and we've still got the bow equipped, and we've got arrows, so that'll do us for gear. Alright, so our gear is knackered, and we're going to have to do some repairs and some replacement. I'm kind of disappointed. The last time I played through this, I actually skipped getting anything in there. I just thought there would have been some Rete gear. Anyways, ladies and gents, that brings this episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance to a close. I spent a little bit more time in the city, thoroughly searching around to try and get some repairs, but wasn't able to. Well, I managed to get my jerkin repaired, but my Waffen Rock is still knackered, so I've still got to find a replacement for that. And there's the priest. If only I knew how to stealth kill. Anyways, by the time I finished faffing about actually getting all my gear sorted, it was too late to meet up with Nightingale, and despite being accepted into Sir Radzig's service, I actually don't have a bed in Rete, so once again heading back down to the mill so I can actually get a good night's sleep and come back up into the city in the morning to meet up with Nightingale and start the patrol, but that will be in the next episode. So until next time, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, remember to check the video description down below for links to all of my social media, my Twitch, my Patreon, my Subscribe Star, and as always, remember to click that like button, share and subscribe if you want to see more, and until next time, take care.